Hello, I'm Clive Gidney from clivegidneyphotography.com and welcome to today's episode and top tips. Now, if you, like me, came from the darkroom age and grew up with black and white film, then today's top tip is going to be right up your street. Today I'm going to be talking about how to create great black and white images in Lightroom with just a few clicks. So let's dive straight in. So here we are in Lightroom's Develop module, and of course we're going to be talking about presets. But the first thing to do with any photo is balance your lighting, do your usual exposure, highlights, shadows, etc., and sharpen your image down in the sharpening panel. So you've got your image as you would like it in colour. Now, what I've done is I've created some film type presets in the Develop module and saved these with my Lightroom settings. And stay to the end because I'm going to be giving these away for free. So there are a number of old favourites. This is a street photography scene. And we've got, as you can see here, the Ilfords, the Kodaks, the FP4s, the HP5s and so forth, and Triacs. So you can just, with Lightroom these days, you can just hover over a preset and you can immediately see a preview of what it's going to look like. So that's Ilford Delta 100 ISO, here's the Kodak T-Max, and Ilford FP4, Kodak Plus X, that's another 125. And in most of these you've got 2 or 3 different presets for the same ISO. Now, I find for street photography, I like the Kodak Plus X, which is that one, or the Kodak T-Max, which is this one. There's very little to choose between them. You just get a little bit finer grained image with the Kodak T-Max. So I'm going to click that, and there we go. We have a black and white image. Now, if you zoom right in, you can just see a bit of the black and white grain. Now, if you want a more grainy image to simulate that, you'll see I've just created some presets down here for the different grain sizes, and you can see just as I hover over those, there's ISO 400, there's ISO 1600 and ISO 3200. So let's say you wanted a really grainy image. Let's zoom out of there, and there you have it. So let's just undo that. That's a quick one there. Another street photography scene here. This guy playing his saxophone. Again, I've already done my exposure compensations, got the image much as I would like it in black and white, dealt with any highlights, etc. And now let's have a look here. Let's go for something a bit more grainy. Here's a Fuji one. That's a bit too dark. Kodak Tri-X, I quite like that. HP5. No, I think I like the 400 Triacs. Click, and there we have it. Great black and white images. It also works. Here's a pub scene that I shot recently. These duo were singing in a local pub in Birmingham. And for this, indoors, you'd typically be thinking a very high ISO film in your black and white days. So again, we might be looking at Tri-X or even Fuji. That's quite dark and moody, isn't it? Delta Pro. I think I prefer the Delta Pro on that one, but now if we just have a look at that and zoom in, we've got a very grainy image. So I'm just going to dial that back about to say 400 ISO, zoom back out, job done. And it doesn't just work for sort of street photography or gig photography. Here's a landscape shot. This was shot up in the Lake District. That's the old Manor Coniston in the background. Nice reflections in the Tarn, nice sky. And I tend to use one of the lower ISO ones, which you would typically have used for landscape photography. So this is Kodak Panchromatic, which is a 32 ISO film. That's a little bit dark in the foreground. So we've got Ilford Pan F, that's quite nice. Agfa Pro, that one, or that one, that's a little bit too light in the dark, so let's go for the Agfa Pro. There we go. And if we wanted to, we've probably still got a bit of grain in the sky on that one. Yes, you can just see it. We've actually got a grain remover. We can take that out completely, zoom back out, and there we have a black and white image. So there's about 14 presets in the pack there. Click the link below and you can download those for free, and included in the download pack is instructions on how to import those into Lightroom, whether you're using the latest CC version or if you're using one of the old Lightroom versions. Do let me know how you get on with them. Post your comments below. Look forward to seeing your images. Have fun with them. Bye for now.